Hey, you're in the Fishnet. This is part 2 of our movie discussion. So for this discussion, I mainly want to talk about foreign animated movies. Of course, again, we have the illustrious Alex Hartwig. He brought his girlfriend, Paige Naylor, and I'm Garrett Hulfish. So I know I left you guys on a cliffhanger last time, so I really quickly want to get to that. My favorite foreign film is The Green Butchers. It's from Denmark. Think of like a comedic Sweeney Todd, and that's more or less that. So if you want to find out more, you'll probably have to look it up. I really highly suggest it. It's a lot funnier than it sounds.
You should watch it. He does not stop talking about it.
Yeah. It's a great movie. But anyways, so I wanted to start off talking about Les Triplets de Belleville. I probably butchered the trip.
Probably.
Yeah. Anyways, it's a French film. It's about these three ladies, but it's really interesting because like the animation style is what got it for me. Because everyone's very exaggerated. Like she has a big nose. You don't even see her eyes. But just the way they move, it has such Disney-like qualities. Like it's the most Disney movie I've seen outside of Disney.
That's true. I mean, I also love the animation. Plus, like the way they like bring like it's black and white in some scenes, especially like when you're obviously like at this scene, it was like bringing you back in time, and then like the other two main characters, like the grandma and the boy. Mm-hmm. But also, I think what was really interesting was you didn't hear like really any dialogue. It was mostly music that they used for different things, or like sounds, which you don't really think about it. Like I didn't at first, and I was like, wow, I don't hear any conversation, really. It's just like, I don't know. It was just really cool.
Yeah, like you hardly realize it's a foreign movie at times.
Exactly.
Yeah, because I guess they're not speaking very much. I mean, I haven't seen it myself, but I'm sure I've heard great things from so many people. I've been meaning to watch it. It's on the Netflix queue that's just getting bigger and bigger each day.
So what's something you have been watching then?
What was that?
What's something you have watched?
Recently I watched The Book of the Dead, which is really good. It's a Mexican film.
Oh wow!
And it's really interesting. I saw it on a plane actually. I mean, it's not the best screen, but it was on, and I'd heard about it.
Right.
I believe it was it was nominated for Best Foreign Film this year at the Oscars.
Oh, it's that one.
Yeah, and I was just like, it's the only one I didn't know of. So
Right.
I watched it, and it's actually really good.
That's done by like Guillermo del Toro.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It's really interesting. The art style is, the animation style is very different. Mm-hmm. It's kind of puppety, but it's also really cool because they talk about death in a very interesting way. It's kind of childish in some sense, except it also goes into just the notions of just like caring and like love, and also just like perseverance, which was right. I mean, it was a really interesting film. Mm-hmm. So I recommend watching it. That's for sure.
Yeah. If you're wondering, you might be able to hear the music, you might not, but basically my computer just started playing music on its own.
The magic.
I'm not sure how. But anyways, I think it's funny how with foreign films, I feel like a lot of people jump immediately to anime. Which we'll actually talk about a little bit later, maybe, depending on if we talk.
I hope so.
In our next discussion. But I don't know, it's just like even with Japanese animation, there's a lot more to anime than just.
Oh, there is a ton more.
Yeah, because everyone thinks like Dragon Ball Z or like Cowboy Bebop, but there's
just so many things. It's kind of ridiculous, really.
Yeah.
I think it's nice to see that there's more growth in the other areas. I mean, I think it's more difficult because it's kind of like there's a foundation that was built.
Right.
So it's kind of, there's other things that are popping up, but it's just not like everyone knows about, I don't know, Argentine anime.
Yeah.
Like, that's not happening.
Well, anyways, that is another video for you from the Fishnet. You can always catch us here. Join us for our next discussion as we talk about whether or not we prefer dubbed or subtitles. See you there.
That's hilarious that that started. I was gonna say,
I know.
Animal Crossing, but it didn't.
The yeah, because I was like, oh.
I was like that, and I was dancing. I like that we all we
Did you
laughed.
stop it?
Yeah.
You
Okay.
laughed too. Good.
Yeah.